Hi, I'm Becky Lodge, the founder of Startup Disruptors, an inclusive online community that helps people start, scale, and grow their businesses. So today I'm with one of our VIP subscribing members, the fantastic Rachel from Bright Bookkeeping Services. Hello, my darling. And I wanted to just bring Rachel into the room today to talk about some of her top tips. So Rachel, when you're starting a business, there's a lot to do. It seems massively overwhelming. What is your top tip for what to do around your company formation when people first start? Because people get super confused about how they should set up their financial status. Can you give us a little bit of a top tip around this?
Yeah, sure. So the most important thing is to decide on what the right structure is for your business. Nowadays, a lot of people register with a limited company straight away. Most of the time it's because they're worried about losing their personal assets if anything should go wrong within their business. From my opinion on what I do, you need to set up a limited company if you're entering into a business that's got high financial risk or that is risky in other areas. So if, for example, I don't know, maybe like an ice skating rink where somebody could come and really injure themselves. In these circumstances, yes, it's important to be a limited company. Most cases, you are better off starting as a sole trader and then progressing into becoming a limited company. I mean, from a tax perspective, not until your profits are around £25,000 do you need to consider it, because that's when you will start to make savings if you go limited. If your business is dealing with suppliers where you're buying things on credit, and when you're selling a lot of things and people won't pay you for another 30 days, it's a good idea to be limited. But if, for example, you are a home baker and people pay you up front for your goods and services, or if you're a website designer, for example, and people maybe pay you half up front and then half when you're finished, that's not high risk. And you can start as a sole trader, because a lot of people don't understand that as a limited company, the requirements from an accounting perspective are really high. And there are several things that often get missed that then make it become difficult. And also, it's going to cost you a lot more money as a limited company to have somebody do your bookkeeping and accounting for you. So yeah, it's definitely worth thinking. Consider your risk level and consider how much money you're expecting to make, and then think about whether or not you're going to be a sole trader or a limited company, because every business needs insurance, and your insurance will protect you from things that could arise.
Yeah, I think that's a really good tip. And it's a very difficult one. I think there's a lot of legacy thought in this market that basically in the old days, people used to say you have to go limited straight away. It was an ego-driven thing in a lot of ways. But what I would say is, like you, I agree. I think it's a case of speaking to somebody who really knows their stuff on the numbers is important. And a lot of people who are founders, and especially women, not always, but generally in my experience, aren't given great advice at the start. So what I would say to anybody watching this is obviously get in touch with us or get in touch with Rachel, and we can point you in the right direction and give you some options. And yeah, that's a great tip, Rachel. Thank you so much for that. So can you just let everybody know your website so they can actually visit your website if they're interested in working with you?
Yeah, so it's www.brightbookkeepingservices.com, and all startup advice is free as well. So pop me a message with any questions and I'll happily get back to you.
Yeah, no, that's great. So Rachel is brilliant at advising startups for free, which a lot of people won't offer. So hopefully add your name in comments at the bottom if you wish to find out more, or you want Rachel to get in contact with you, and we'll put you in touch with her. Rachel, it's been delightful to get that top tip from you today. Thank you so much for dropping in. And yeah, have a great week. I'll see you again soon. Take care for now. Bye-bye.